Who is gonna get exposed tonight?
Every Namibian is entitled to my opinion. If you've got a business, a YouTube channel, a music video, or anything that you like to advertise, please use Namibia's hot tea. Today, I have 3 stories for you guys. The first one is how DJ Spuzza is slamming his record label. Hashtag he sold his soul to the devil. Hashtag pray for DJ Spuzza. Hashtag I'm really not sorry. And the second story is how the record label Rockstar played the whole Namibia and the Nama Awards. And the third story is Kabuka McKinley is out of Mshasho Records. Yes, Kabuka McKinley is no longer part of Mshasho Records. Anyways, let's dive into these stories. I'm not sure whether you guys know this, but Makebe and DJ Spuzza are my favorite artists of the year 2020, and it broke my heart when I saw the post that DJ Spuzza made on his Instagram account. Generally, DJ Spuzza, in my opinion, had a very successful year this year. Remember, he made that remix with Aka or AKA, I don't know how you pronounce his name, and that song of his Suk Suk, it was a hit, and I'm so in love with this song. Sombera Nani, it's all not gold and shiny with his record label. I'm not sure whether you guys know this, but DJ Spuzza is signed to the RTE record. It's a record label. And Beranani, DJ Spuzza is not happy with the record label. But anyways, DJ Spuzza went on his Instagram account and uploaded this saying, signing to this label might have just been the worst decision of my mother effing life. And then he followed that post up with, pray for Slaughterhouse Namibia. That's his production, or that's their group name. And then the final post that he posted is this, where he posted a picture with a guy that they are signed to the same record label, that RTE Records, where he said, be strong broski, onze samto di viele afal. We are together till the end, or until the sky fall, or something along those lines. Clearly, these artists are not happy with the record label that they are signed to, and I'm just assuming they signed a very tight contract that they cannot get out of, or they are very much restricted. They probably cannot do things, or maybe the record label is taking a lot of cut from their share. Yes, a lot of record labels are like that. And I see a lot of artists that are so famous, that are so desperate to be famous, that they don't go through their contracts and they sign these very nasty contracts. And people normally say, no, this person is Illuminati. And I'm like, no, Illuminati doesn't exist. But artists end up selling their souls to the devil when they sign contracts with record labels that are very tight and very restrictive, that end up consuming their whole livelihood. And I'm so sorry. And normally those contracts are normally hard to get out of, because I'm sure if this guy wanted to, if it was that easy, this guy would have left this record label. But unfortunately, he's in bed with the devil, so he just has to let the devil sleep with him and do whatever he wants, whatever the devil wants to do with him. So please pray for DJ Spuzza, and it breaks my heart because he's one of my favorite artists. Do you guys remember Rose Black? Rose Black is the artist that we've never heard of in our life, that walked away the female artist of the year and the artist of the year in a lot of many awards. And nobody, not only me, but a lot of us have never heard of her and questioned as to why she won these awards. Because to me personally, I believe that these awards belong to somebody like Adora, somebody that we are familiar with and we know of her music, and she has worked so hard in this Namibian industry. Because this road chick, no shade, but says for collective and worry before those awards. And I even did this video explaining to you guys as to, and I even said that they mentioned that the awards they give this award to people that they sleep with, and people are probably looking at me like, oh, Namibia so hater, like vet most women say Namibia is hot check. Nani, my allegations were right. These awards, or this chick, did not really deserve these awards. The record label that she signed to is the record label that was managing, or they were the ones producing those music awards. Do you guys get me? They were the judges, or they were the ones managing the awards. So how does a record label that signs an artist is the same one that manages the awards and their artist wins the award? Aren't judges supposed to be impartial? Check for me. Anyways, this came out after somebody went on Twitter and made strong allegations. This person went on Twitter and posted this saying, Rockstar really played the whole Namibia and Namas team. Still pissed that I was one of the people that supported Rose Black winning those awards just to come find out that they've signed her. No ethics. How was Rockstar allowed to manage Namas and give their artists awards? Rose Black is an amazing artist with a golden voice, but the Rockstar really just plain scum with the moves they played. Total disgrace for the Nama Awards and Namibian music at large. Yes. So these are the strong elections. And I went to investigate. So I went to this Rockstar Instagram account, their record label, and yes, it is true. They were the ones that were really managing the Nama Awards. Check it so. Look at this picture right here where it said, where they posted, where they said, that's a right to Nama, thank you to blah 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 blah, and you can read there. And then they posted this other picture where they are saying blah 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 blah. The Namibian Music Annual Music Award is a proud Rockstar Namibian executive production for MTC and NBC. That means these guys were in charge. So these guys gave their artist, and guess where this Black Rose girl is signed? Guess to which record label she signed to? She signed to that same record label. If you go on her Instagram, this is what she posted there. Rose Black signs to Rockstar Group. Can you see there? The same record label that was managing the Nama Awards is the same label that this girl is signed to. How do they expect us to believe these awards were fair? Remember I told you this awards they give them to the people that they sleep with her? Guess what? Nambia's Hoti is right again. And like, when was Nambia's Hoti ever wrong? It's like everything that I ever say on this channel, it just turns out to be true. Oh, and I'm so stressed. And there are people out there that really deserved these awards than her. No shade to her, but honestly, I never heard of her. Nobody heard of her, and we'll never hear of her again until she wins another award again. And this, my dear friend, this is an advice to new artists or artists that did not win these awards. Sweetheart, you are not going to win this artist because you ain't shit. You don't know anybody in the industry. This awards just goes to people that family double, whatever they call it. So don't be discouraged and don't think you. Anyways, let's move on to the third story, Shashi. I'm enough for now, Shashi. I'll get into more trouble. If I say more, I'll get into trouble. But anyways, these Nama awards were fake. This girl did not deserve it, and they gave these awards to the people that they sleep with, and this is my proof. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And the third story is that Kaboy Kamakili is out of Mshasho. Do you guys remember that Kabuka McKinley did this interview right here, where he slammed Mshasho for ruining his career and derailing his career, blah blah blah? Apparently, after this interview was done, Kabuka McKinley and Mshasho Records went their separate ways, and it was amicable. That means they went on good terms. They separated on good terms. There's no beef. There's no whatsoever. So they're still on good terms. They are friends, but that is Kabuka McKinley is just no longer Mshasho product or part of Mshasho production, and for that, Kaboy Kamakili tikupengo bobo opo aninga na wapo noele ningo shiveli ano noele. Oh yes, Kabuka, I'm proud of him for doing this. Him moving away from Mshasho was the best decision he could ever done, because I feel like Mshasho Records was really neglecting the Kaboy. Kaboy Kamakili apo waninga na hoti otati waninga na wano shiveli waninga na washiri ndoku pandula cause oshiri monjira. Kaboy Kamakili signing with Mshasho Records was the biggest mistake. Anyway, somebody from Kaboy Kamakili's camp, when I mean camp, one of his dancers, but I won't tell you who, Shashi, the person said they'll end up in trouble. They told me that I should keep it on the down low, but I should just, whatever that, yes, Kaboy Kamakili is no longer part of Mshasho. And he told me for me to, whatever, he said that apparently, if you investigate the first album that Kaboy Kamakili released, that Kabuka Makili. If you check there on the placard, it says Mshasho Records. Can you see that below that poster there? You can see that it says Mshasho Records. And if you check his new album now, it just says Zama Music. Can you see there? That means Mshasho Records is no longer there. Mshasho Records had nothing to do with Kabuka Makili's new album. So that means apparently Kabuka Makili is out of Mshasho and is and for that, Kabuka Makili, I am very much happy. And to every other artist out there, Oshiri, when you sign with a record label, make sure it's not of Tatewinya, not Tatewinya, not Tatewinya, not Tatewinya or producer, not Tatewinya for Kumeme Winya, do a record label at Dapuka. Mutiteko? O artist label or record label at Tatewinya, not Tatewinya was Satana, not Tatewinya. Na meme winya, na tete winya, fi wapo kumeme winya. Those record labels, please avoid them. Anyways, what do you guys think about Kabuka Makili leaving Mshasho? Are you happy for him as much as I am? I really am. I really am. And people are like, don't you beef? I'm like, no, I don't beef anybody. Kabuka Makili was looking for an issue with me, but I'm assuming he apologized. Okay. He didn't do it personally, but he uploaded this. So I took it as an apology and he deleted that video in whatever way he was slamming me. So I'm assuming that was his apology to me. But anyways, are you guys shocked and happy that Kabuka Makili left Mshasho as I am? Let me know in the comments down below.
Expose, 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 expose.